Hello everyone, welcome on in to KeokeN Interactive stream. We were having a really fun conversation right before we just turned here, so it's kind of weird for me to roll into the stream mood a little bit. Cool people with me today as usual. Jeremy made it. Koen is here as well. Hey Koen.
Hello everyone. Back for once in the streaming seat. That's great.
You make rare appearances here, but they're always very, how to say, notable.
Yeah, they are. It's weird because it seems to be more time gets in between, but I also would think like because we're a game company, it might be a good thing that I want to be more in there, but we are also doing a lot of cool stuff. So it gets just busy in a way. And yeah, but once I remember once this level came along, I really said like put me on the list, put me on. I want to be in this stream. So that's it, right? I made it.
You made it. Yeah, we made the time. Jeremy was the same as well when he heard
yeah,
about
exactly.
Chapter
I was
8.
there, during the last stream, and that is definitely one of my favorite levels. So I was like, I want to be also here because I have so many little details to tell about that place. So
nice.
Let's go.
Let's jump right in then. Why is Chapter 8, also known as Laba's Wreckage, so special?
I can start first that this level has been on the chopping block, and actually it's one of my favorite levels. So I'm kind of like I was like no, we should. This is a place that I've not seen KeokeN do before.
Yeah.
So and then it's because best way to describe it's kind of like a beautiful chaos, I think.
That is true. Yeah. And for my part, it was one of the level that needed to be work a lot around like the end of the development of the game, and I had actually the chance to do more than my job as an environment artist. I was able to do a lot of level art in it, and seeing the progress and telling myself, oh, okay, that's really cool that actually the true level artists keep my work. Was like, oh, maybe what I did wasn't so bad after all. And I always love making destroy version of my own work, so you can see Lab was completely broken at the top of this mountain.
You were so heartbroken last stream.
Oh,
Alina, can you turn back for a second?
Oh yeah, turn back for a second. Did I miss it?
You did miss something interesting.
I was looking for it and I was hoping that you would tell me how to get to it. This is the only one I missed. And
really?
This is the only one I didn't find. Yeah.
To the right. To the right.
To the right. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, to the left. All the way. Yeah, drive. It's more to the side where you came from. So.
All right. It's more to the side where I came from.
All right. See that big brick stone to the right, all the way to the right.
All the way to the right.
To the right, even more to the right.
Even more to the, oh, that
there.
one?
That on the other end.
Yes.
There,
yes.
That rig, there it is.
All right, let's go there. This is the only one I didn't find. I knew it was here, and I knew it was in this chapter, and I knew it was in this area, but I never managed. Are we talking?
Right.
Oh, I see. Oh, how did I miss it?
Oh,
it was there the entire time.
This is the first one I found.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is the only one. This is the only one I missed.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not the only one I missed. I've missed two, I think, but.
The hidden rovers are something, I think they came in quite late.
Yeah.
But it was a great, I mean, of course you want to find them.
Definitely.
I have to actually look careful because is this opportunity or spirit? Or
this is actually perseverance and opportunity. No. Perseverance and opportunity, they look the same. They're big ones. This is the smaller one. I want to say this is curiosity, actually. Yeah, curiosity and spirit, they look the same. So I think this is one of the very first ones. I think this is curiosity. All right. So I could interact with it because I did, like, this is the one that I've met. Oh, there. How did I miss it? It was there the entire time, though.
Nice. Yeah.
People all the how can I say that the trophy? I mean the unlockables on the game, the success.
No,
I mean Alina.
Yeah.
Okay, what do I have?
Wow.
I am saving a planet, right? I have 8. About attack, I'm not doing good one. I've missed I've missed something in the very beginning that is like late, and then something that's coming later. These 2, we've done well, and I somehow missed the Moonman bundle volume 3. I've no idea where it is.
I know where. Have you visited the Zephyr underwater scene, and then to the right,
this one, yes,
below, there's like a wreckage part, and if you dive below it, it's there.
Oh, what? All right, this one. This one is very well hidden. This one is very well hidden. So I'm missing Marksman issue 6, and I'm missing this one. So yeah, and I think I'm also missing 1 rover. Then I'm missing 1 more rover.
Probably. I think I missed 1 too, but the one in Habitus was really hard for me to find for some reason.
The one in Habitus I got the one during the night. I got the one in the snowy part. We now got this one, but then I have no idea where the other one is. You've hidden them way too well.
Yeah.
I need to ask about like this one. People in chat are not very impressed with my driving skills.
Yeah.
Because I'm not the best driver out there. Not the best driver in the Wild West.
Can you do the jump?
I actually can. Oh. I actually can do the jump. Yes. Have you seen? This is the part which has blown my mind by the speedrunners. Have you seen the way it was broken by the speedrunners?
No,
I've not seen that.
Do we have speedrun in the game?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
All right, yes. I'm gonna make you watch. So one of the crazy things is what you have to do. You see that part where the solar panel lies down. So you're supposed to go backwards in a rover. Like, so you go backwards in a rover. The rover gets all the way back, and then right through your precious Arklabus, you get to the left, and then you go all the way across the hill, like towards ahead, and then you cut off a huge portion of climbing. You just save it. You just end up straight at the fallen platforms. I don't think I can repeat that, but basically what you're supposed to do is like, I think he did it like if you go this way.
Kind of, I already understand where they found the exploit there.
But yeah, but they went this way, and they went backwards though, not forwards, because when you're going forward, you cannot climb it all the way up, right? I don't think so. But if you go backwards, then they use the solar panel, and it's crazy. How the heck they came up with that, I don't know, because I cannot even make a turn in that thing, so I'm just gonna get out of it. I'm just gonna get out.
Push a fix with another collision like that. Bam! You're not gonna have your best time in your speedrun.
I saw that we had, I'm not sure if it actually was fixed but some people were hoping that the one in Odin was not going to be fixed, because you can completely cancel out the entire level if you wanted to.
The entire chapter, yeah, you just go straight for the cave.
Nice. Yeah, that was amazing. When I saw it, I was like, oh wow.
Yeah, but then people who do that, they miss all of this, and it's like such a good part of the game. Like,
this is, exactly. Even in the earlier white boxed areas, I already saw how this came alive.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that the environment. Don't go too fast.
All right. I'm gonna go back, and then I'm gonna walk slowly.
The environment was a little bit, too simple. So this is the reason why I decided to add, the huge broken. My God, help me! How do you call that? You just used the word.
The arc.
No, not the arc. Like the solar panel.
Yeah.
You can see like the solar panel on the left and the right right now across the mountain. So like
there
this.
It is.
Exactly, and that's definitely bring another. How can I say that?
You recognize that they were, of course, in space when they was in space.
Yeah, exactly.
And now you're seeing them lying around here, because also how actually Labos fell down. It's interesting to see like how the team and the level designers, you thought of like how would that, if that destroys on Mars, like if that falls down, then it breaks. Not suddenly everything breaks off, but it is in a way. Sometimes you see that also with airplanes, like pieces are sort of intact still. Some don't, some are. But that's what it really felt like that. Like, oh, that thing really landed here.
Was there a way to simulate it?
No.
There was no way to simulate it.
I just take the mesh, destroy it, and place it there, and.
Because, you know, it would be kind of cool if there was a piece of software where you would take a 3D model, right? And then assign it a certain weight, right? Then assign a certain altitude where it's falling from, and then assign the gravity force of the planet that it falls down to, and then kind of like simulate it so it like goes the trajectory, and then how it would scatter, you know, with the debris and whatnot. So it's, I mean, it already looks believable. It just would be so kind of cool.
And then you realize it is actually impossible to be like, you know, survive something like this, or that anything survives from a crash like that, and you're like, oh shit, so now we're not able to make a story through this. No, but it probably actually you can simulate this, and I think at least what I like also with level designs, they think this through a little bit like that, like how would that happen, how it spread around and all that stuff. But it's a mesmerizing start.
But I really love the geometry of it, how it forms a literal arc that you walk through. It kind of reminds me of a casket of a dead animal, you know, like where you would find bones of a dinosaur that's just been there for a very long time and died, and it's just only bones remaining, and you walk through it, and there is only one red light ahead.
Yeah, I like the fact that we decided that this is a very unreliable structure now, and in a way, you know, in space, especially also in Deliver Us the Moon, you know, once you hit an inside area with a base, it always felt sort of safe, or you're like, I'm inside. But now you're starting to get inside, and it's not like that. It's not the same as being real safe.
Yeah. Also, you have like no oxygen right now. It's depleting.
Yeah. I still have 3 bars left. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good to go. It's fine. This part was so hard, says CHM Interactive. I thought it was... Actually, this part is probably one of the most stressful parts in the entire game, to be fair. It's coming right up.
I can tell you that I've played a version where this was real hard.
Oh, yeah.
So it was dumped down for us plebs?
No, it's absolutely not the case. It's kind of like where we also got to know, like, we just played the game a lot.
It's okay. We got this. Dead.
Where you just sometimes are like, wow, okay, maybe we should craft this a little bit more. How do we call it? It's not you know, you kind of want to relieve the player here and there. And so, for example, where you entered that part where you can actually make another jump, that wasn't there before. So first you kind of needed to jump backwards, I remember here.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was really tough. And we said, like, okay, let's make sure that people give them a little bit of a break.
Yeah. It is true that like one of the hardest things to do when you climb is like the 180, you know, jump.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sometimes it happens when she doesn't want to climb straight ahead. I think going all the way to the right should help.
I think you can put your axe a little bit further, to be honest.
All right. This is as far as I can go.
Are you sure?
Yes. Oh, there we go. Yay! It worked. All right. What are we cutting?
Bit, of course.
A little bit of cut. I was always, every time I play this part, and every time I always feel, also these glittery things, oh my god, when I have a suits made out of it. This is how I always imagine astronauts would look like on the outside. Just wear the astro suits wearing this, you know, shiny stuff. But what I was always wondering is, you, Kathy, you're 19, you're on another planet, you're about to crawl let's say down or up, whatever. You're about to crawl up or down the broken arc, right? You have no idea where you're going half of the time because it's basically a wreckage, and still she just, you know, goes through as if nothing happens. Like here, for instance, right? She can cut her way through, but like that takes an immense amount of bravery out there because, like, you know, it's kind of...
Or stupidity, depending, you know.
She's very brave. I think she also wanted to prove herself here, like, hey, I can be on my own and I can fix anything that maybe went wrong here and redeem her status a little bit, I think. So yeah, I understand that she said like, let me check this out, let me try to fix it. But yeah, under the extreme condition that you could potentially die any second.
Absolutely. And some people and me myself, we sometimes die every second of this part because it's just like so insane. Like normally I would play with mouse and keyboard, but this one, because I knew there would be a lot of climbing, I got myself a controller this time because I'm much better climbing with a controller than mouse and keyboard because, you know, just like much more grip this way. So Jeremy, you said that you were the level designer in this. Were you level designing the insides of the arc then?
Okay, so I how can I say that? I make the second pass, you know, like Kevin and Brian already put, you know, like the blocky shape of the level, and I was like, okay, but it's like up to me, you know, to kind of add for the first time the real heart, all the broken piece that you can see, and they came later and add, you know, like the extra details, like the cable on the ground, like the sparkling effect of a broken element, all of that. So yeah, I kind of have the chance to touch a lot about this level. Yeah.
Let's get it going.
Not this area because it's like really heavily, you know, like gameplay related. But yeah, that's the result at the end looks really cool.
Go ahead.
Who
was the one who designed this area of the level?
Well, probably Kevin and Brian, and also
mixed with a little bit of Urban as well.
Urban? Well, because it's really related to game design, I was thinking also about Berlin.
Yeah, but I think that the machine itself was
probably the engine is made exactly by Urban, yes.
And but yeah, you're right. It's absolutely the game designers, of course. I mean, Sophia has been in this room a couple of times, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, this room is insane. I'm just gonna breeze through it, but it is actually one of the hardest things to figure out, one of the hardest puzzles for sure, one that requires like a lot of things, but I'm just breezing through it, just placing everything. Oh no, I think this one, wait, no, this one's supposed to be here. Just gonna place things where it has to be placed. There we go. And I've seen people be either very good with it either be very fast on figuring out what they have to be doing, or it would take them ages. And it, like, you know, everyone, streamers, some journalists that have played the game, you know, some people out there, they're either so fast or just painfully slow, not being able to figure out what's up.
Yeah, it evokes a little bit of like, sometimes you are starting to think more complex and you think like, this is going to be a real hard one, but then suddenly the explanation is rather like, that is just, that's very easy actually. And it's interesting how that sometimes goes, and because that's also a hard thing to balance actually, because you want to engage the players enough that they are not thinking that the puzzle is dull, but you also want to make sure that it's not frustrating too much. And I can tell you that that's just hard, to find the right mixture there. But I've seen a lot of versions of this because, if anything, I think I played this game probably over 1,000 times or more.
1,000 times or more, yeah.
Entirely, like not even like a part, but literally the entire game. So.
Wait, has this been changed? Is this one? What?
Yeah.
When did you change that? That usually. The reason I'm going to explain people who watch it why I'm confused. Usually this beam splitter, it's not where it's supposed to be.
No,
originally it was hidden right here, like lying there in this area. So I'm just like flying there. I'm like, why is it not there anymore?
It was because we listened to our lovely community, because they started to suggest that some of these things might be a bit easier if they're a more logical place, or more, you know, a place that you probably visit when you walk through.
Right.
This was absolutely a result of that. And actually, that's what I like. When the game's out, we're able to talk about it also with the players. And of course, you're going to try your very best that it is, you know, the best it can be at the start. But now we can adjust here and there, you know, like, oh yeah, they're super right. We can try and put it here or change a little bit here. It's very nice.
I love it. It's so good. So this was one of the changes that was in 1.1 update, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
But that's smart because definitely for me, the difficulty of this puzzle is not to understand what you can do. You know that you need to connect, you know, all the connection points. No, the most difficult part was like, do I get everything? Did I miss an element?
Yeah.
Did I miss a splitter? And like the one that, well, you change place was definitely the biggest difficult one to find out.
I think this one is much better because if this split is here, because there is the card prompt, right? You're way more likely to look this way. And you're way more likely to see it. Whereas whenever it was just hidden there, that works much better. But okay, but it got me bamboozled there for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Okay, this is cool. I loved it. So I love that we're also doing that. Even, you know, after quite some time that the game has been out, we're making some changes, even small changes in level design. I think that's impressive.
Any ideas?
All right. Okay, people watching, how much time did it take you to solve this puzzle? Because some of you are saying that you spent way too much time on it. But I'm curious, approximately, I know that you were not using a stopwatch. How much time did it take you to figure out what to do? And also, hello everybody who are joining us today. It's great to have you. I think we're good. Oh no, wait. Why are we not good? Oh, we know. Okay, I forgot the most important one. Now we're good.
Got it.
Now we're good.
That's it, Ayla. Now we can hook the Arx MPT up to Habitas.
All right, we're gonna watch probably one of my favorite holograms.
Nice.
This is the one featuring Guy, right?
Yeah,
I think it is.
Yes. That's the one. That's the first.
Oh, that's the first one. Maybe my favorite is the second
one. The top
one.
one is the best.
Yeah. The other one is the second one is the best. All right, let's watch it.
Yes, sir. Activate a security protocol on the MPT connection right now. I don't understand. Homeward insurgents are trying to commandeer the colony. Turn off Arc Labos completely and add an authorization protocol to the MPT software. Sir? If any attempts to restart the MPT connection to Habitas are made without my authorization, set the ship's thrusters to overclock. But they'll burn through. Labos will be adrift. It could even cause a chain reaction to the fuselage and destroy the entire vessel. Do it! Set the authorization condition to Argus' decryption clearance only.
Just like, YOLO.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I really like to find these hidden things like names of our developers or people in there and people in the company. It's really funny. The best ones is, you know, also those chats that sometimes go about nothing. It's like really, I think it is even, I think it's even Rainer himself that really literally talks about shit in the game.
I was exactly thinking about this one. Yeah, it was like during the last session actually. Victoria and I like.
You were trying to.
About it, yes.
They were trying to voice act it, but did a terrible job at it.
Yeah.
Ryan, I know why the Ark crashed. When the insurgents started in Habitas.
Can't remember how much time, but way too much, says Lada. Mastertech says can't solve it at first because you have a bug. One of them was missing after the reload was fast solved. Yeah, sometimes the game can troll you. I think the game trolled. Koen would always say how much the game would troll him during the development.
I'm gonna go check the dish.
Absolutely. Also, I like that. So there was kind of like a wish. I'm not really sure. For example, with Paul, I said like I think Paul somehow needs to die. I think in this game. So Paul's character, I think, is not.
Yeah,
he disappears.
He disappears.
So we don't know what happened to him? Like, it's really lost him.
He disappears. Actually, he's just gone.
I told actually Rainer and said, I feel like, can you put me in a corner somewhere? Like, I'm really, you know, oh, this is.
This pie is crazy.
There we go.
Oh, I didn't make it. Dead.
Dead.
I didn't make it.
Wasn't Paul also like mentioned in, like, I think it didn't make it into the game, but in the mission briefing or something, like the last astronaut that doesn't have depression, like Paul or something like that.
Yeah. Actually, when this part was made, so you got to realize when we see this for the first time is probably when it is still very white boxy. But I was extremely surprised that we're gonna attempt a scene like this.
Yeah, kind of a bit like Uncharted-esque, right?
Yes, and I like that it's bringing you to the edge in a way that I'm like, oh wow, with the climbing part, and it's super scary, and of course it fits in the whole collapsing structure in a way.
It made me squeak the first time, and it still does.
Yeah.
And then especially there is a massive piece of metal that just lies really close to Kathy's head as well too, and you're like, that's not safe. There is no way. What about you being in the corner somewhere? I don't think I found your name in the game.
No, that was my wish. Like, put me somewhere, like, without respect. Like, I was like dumped in a corner somewhere. Like this, who's this guy like living here or whatever? But I'm not sure. I know where I am.
Right.
It's later down in the game because I mentioned later. But I'm not sure if I'm actually surviving or. I think I do. I think I'm still existing.
Question, was it revenge on Guy? For people who don't know, Guy's our producer. Person who makes people work the most, creates deadlines and whatnot. Was it revenge on Guy?
Sorry. What's revenge? I would say...
Oh my god, this
yeah, well, we'll see in a bit how much of a revenge that was.
Because I'm just like, I feel like some people are being given certain lines for a reason, you know? It's like a little bit of like an inside joke, a little bit of like the personality thing of whatnot. And I was just like, yeah, was this...
Nice job.
Ooh.
Zero death. I mean 2, but 0 death.
First try.
The L-axis is misaligned.
I did it first try. Nobody saw me dying.
I'll head to the bridge now to check.
There is another Easter egg here somewhere soon that I haven't found, but I know that it's here somewhere.
Oh yeah?
Somewhere where you have to stay in the desert for a little bit.
Ah, this thing.
Do you remember, Jeremy? Do you remember exactly where it is?
I remember. You know what? We're gonna play, you know, like the game Cold or Warm. And right now, it's like become really warm. Oof.
Okay. Ooh.
Really warm here.
Oh, I think it has to be... Is it here or is it further?
It's not that warm, you know. It's but like, oof.
Is it
really
here?
Heavy. Yeah, no, but maybe a little bit further.
All right, maybe it's here.
It's become so hot right now.
All right, so it's here. All right, okay, let's wait.
Really? What?
You hear it?
Yeah.
To hear the tiny little bit of the music.
No way. Do we have
a Dune wall?
A Dune?
Shy Hulud. I got the achievement. Achievement unlocked.
Oh, nice.
Achievement unlocked. Shy Hulud. There we go. There it is.
Actually, that's a new one for me. I like that one.
Yeah.
I knew it was in there. I knew there was something from Dune, but oh wow.
There we go. It's just there. You can hear it. Just...
How's the achievement called? What was it?
Shy Hulud. That's the name of the one. It's Shy Hulud question mark. That's what it's called.
Like it.
It's like amazing. I love it. I also love that the music in this part that starts playing, it's not exactly from Dune, but the first couple of notes, I even told Sander about it, reminds me of Space Odyssey 2001 beginning. Remember the Dune, Dune, Dune. So instead of the dun dun, instead of that, we have like a different thing. But I told Sander, I was like, Sander, was that intentional? Oh, I love the camera movement. Ooh, I love that the camera did that. I did not do that. This is amazing. The camera just kind of zoomed out. Nice.
Gives you that view now.
Yeah, it's kind of... Yes.
Like arm that's broken down.
The sandwall from Dune is called Shy Hulud. Yeah, this is the name of the achievement. Yeah, people in chat are helping me out here.
Thank you for the answer, Mr. Sir Farmalot.
Sir Farmalot is like, oh, whoops.
My god. You know what? This area is difficult twice for me. First, because it's difficult to climb, and it was a pain in the ass to do, like the meshes, you know. I really wanted that the metallic part was kind of shred, you know, and make the, how can I say that, like the climbable surface clear. It was so difficult to do. But the result, I like it.
We had multiple versions.
You passed the test, Jeremy. You passed the test. I was like, is this? I was like,
wait. No. Even more. If you try to actually aim for the horizontal beam, you know, like the corner of the rug, you should not be able to climb it.
Oh my god.
Precision require, people.
Precision, because normally I would say, okay, maybe the game would forgive me, right? And then just kind of let me.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 immersion, Jeremy.
Thank you.
Well done.
Nice.
And also music is getting so tense in this part. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm running out of oxygen. What's gonna happen faster? Me arriving or...
Do it.
Yeah.
Alright, we got this.
Even Kathy is telling you to
exactly.
breathe. You're gonna make it. It's cool because early enough in actually the talks about, for example, the cover of the game, it was actually our good buddy Mr. Alistair Hibbert from Frontier, who actually shown me a picture of one of the art teams that they tried working with a screenshot from the game that we've made. I think it was, not sure if it was Kevin or I who did it, but what was cool about it is he shown the side of this of the Labos wreckage, and he said, I think the game shot should be something like this. And I said, like, maybe you're right. And eventually that turned into what the game now is, that she's hanging from the side, actually inspired by the wreckage screenshot in the early stages. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I truly love it. I get tired. I get tired. It's really hard. It's really hard not to hold your breath in this one as well. Yeah. It's like really difficult. All right, what do they want me to do?
Bridge.
The coolest part about it, we have been in the bridge in 0G, and now we're on this bridge with gravity actually, and I just love it. Coming back to the Ark, you know, and it's kind of cool, and it already feels familiar.
We need to head up to the dish and clear the rubble from the joints.
It's a nice technique to reuse the environment twice, you know.
Yep. It actually was some of the design goals we had was to be more smart with our environment and our resources, and I found this very clever.
You know what it resembles? You know how SpaceX aims at reusability of rockets and rocket pods and boosters because it just makes things cheaper? It's so wise to do the same thing in a video game that's also sci-fi, right? I think it just, you know. Also the surface of the ship, is it the heat shield, right? The surface of the heat shield is just, I don't know, it's just so satisfying to look at for me personally. Kind of comforting in a way.
Yeah, it shows a bit that space shuttle feel that, it's just logical. Actually, talking about reuse and stuff, I find it extremely special to see rockets land. And funny enough, guys, I was watching the last part of The Mandalorian, I think last evenings, and I just realized that once that Star Wars ship, or there's a bigger ship like land, kind of SpaceX is at the verge of, you know, if we would put like technology exponentially growing in the coming years, we're probably going to see those ships. And that was super exciting, that thought. I was like, wow, Star Wars might not be that far away.
No, I mean, if you take a look at the start, this is the way. A little off top. Was season 3 of Mandalorian?
Yes.
Good.
Exactly.
Was it worth it?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
Yeah. It's one of the best for me.
I think that most people would say that feels like a side series, but it actually is a big heart to the Star Wars fan.
Yeah. And I just would like to say thank you from my intern Tane, who actually made this part, and he did like a really great job.
Tane,
yes, to add this destroy feeling, you know, of the nose of the Ark.
Nice.
So really great work.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's good that we have a few interns who became such a big part of the production of the game, you know, and then put so much work into it. And I think it's kind of cool. You did the internship, but you actually like putting a lot of things into the game that is then there. Oh, there we go. We're here.
Yeah.
Got it.
Damn it, Keith! Unlock this door.
No,
stupid G.
What is with the thrusters? If you try to stop the MPT, we're either going to be left adrift or it could blow the whole up. He's the only one who can authorize the reconnection.
We're dealing with him as we speak. Move aside.
You can't!
Arlo, blend through the door.
Are you crazy?
Oh no.
Hard breach detected. Lockdown imminent.
He's a little busy right now, Isaac.
Isaac! I'm a turtle in the ship! We're gonna...
Goodbye.
The actor that did this was so dramatic. And I remember saying to Guy, like, hey, have you seen you fly out of the ship? He's like, what? Like, no, you're dying, man. That's going, you are out there in space.
This one actually made me emotional because normally we would have our names in a game, right? But it would just be a text message, right? So we're talking about it. And even if, you know, Paul disappeared, you're just kind of like, meh, he's just a text message. Like, you know, who cares? Kind of funny, right? But then Guy out there actually has a voice actor, kind of real, shown as a hologram. And then I got so emotional when I saw this cutscene for the very first time. I even shed a tear. I was like, no, this is like the least deserving person to just kind of die this way. It was kind of crazy. Another cool part though is whenever Rosa says, was it Habitus, where they watch the hologram, and whenever Rosa says, Julia, do it, and then she activates all the evil drones. Yeah. She's like, Julia, do it. And I'm like, yeah, Julia's the one. She's the one to do it.
I'm also the one keeping all the DVDs away from people, apparently.
Oh, you evil!
You can. I think you can trade some tasks for DVD privilege.
Yes. That's funny. I find it super funny. It's a little thing that kind of goes unnoticed to some people who play, but for us personally, I think that's a lot of fun, really.
Yeah. Actually, I always love the sound where it feels very fragile still. That if you do this, like it's just one chance you have, and then pointing that thing, it feels like almost falling apart, like that.
Everything is working.
Yes.
Jill in chat is asking, wait, now I need to know exactly who does deserve it.
Who deserves it?
Because I said Guy doesn't deserve it.
Paul does deserve it. No, it's nobody actually in the team, but I do think well, that's the thing. I kind of want to be. I kind of like to ridicule myself, so if I can die in the worst possible way in a game, let me please do that. Yeah, that's funny. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, because I mean it's not your true death, so.
I was always wondering like what it feels like for actors and voice actors and whatever, especially for actors to play someone who dies in a movie or in a game or whatever. It's like then there's like the whole death scene, the whole funeral scene, and it's like, but you look at it and it's you and it's your face, but you're in the coffin and they're carrying you and everybody's saying goodbye. How does it feel watching that? Maybe they don't watch it.
What do you think about? I usually think about when you're playing a very bad guy or girl or whatever in a movie, and people really take that character onto you. And kind of, I mean, I sometimes think of that like people are, for example, you know where I had that the worst with King Joffrey in Game of Thrones.
I was exactly thinking.
Oh my god, he was
I kind of hated him.
And a friend of mine, she met him like a few years ago in I don't know, Ireland or UK, and she said like he's the nicest person ever.
Exactly. Yeah.
For me, it was the actress who played Dolores Umbridge in Harry Potter films, and she played in the finals in the season 5 of The Crown, Netflix The Crown, where she plays the Queen actually. And the first 5 minutes, you struggle within this inmost hate for Dolores Umbridge, and then you're like, no, it's not her. She's playing the Queen. it's like a different thing. Yeah. It's crazy. But also, what do you think about people who take it very strong to the story and the characters? Because Julia today showed me one of the reviews on Steam for Televised Mars, and the person who left the review, he felt like he or she or they felt very strongly towards the characters and towards the actions as if they are like, you know, real people, and if it's like not a fiction story, and started judging it as if it was like, yeah, no one would do this in real life. It's like, why is this? I find it.
But that's when it's good, because we succeed our mission to actually tell a story interesting enough to actually do this kind of thing on fictional character.
Yeah, and think about it, and start thinking like, is it right what they've done? Because, and maybe, you know, that's the interesting part to, I think, Deliver Us Mars in this story, is that, you know, in daily life, your life can be, you know, taken away from time to time. You kind of, I wouldn't say you drone through, but sometimes your routines become something, and then you don't realize that maybe some stuff is something you don't agree on. But in this game, you know, that happens, and you strolled along because you were playing it in a way, and then they maybe make decisions that you're like, wait a minute, and that's, yeah, I like that we tried something like that.
Oh, we're coming into, oh, this is also such a cool part. Okay, let's quick, oh boy. This is also such a cool part.
Yeah.
It's Rolf. Why he's here? He died on the moon?
No. It is actually MacArthur.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
This hologram is just...
There's no way out, MacArthur! Open this door! William, enough is enough. Reconnect Labos and let's settle this. Me, you, and Rosa. You both destroying everything we built here. William, are you listening to me?
Suit up, Isaac.
What do you do? Just
I love how the hologram changed.
Yeah.
Outward, this
love
is
it.
MacArthur. If the mutineers don't stand down immediately, I will shut down Ark Habitas.
William, you can't. You'll kill everyone.
Not everyone. Switch to your suit's oxygen pack.
There are people out there who still believe in Outward. Innocent people. Are you willing to sacrifice them too?
Only I have the strength to do what needs to be done. To save this. So, yes, Isaac, I am.
Yeah.
Isaac, are you the Panopticon with MacArthur? Isaac, please respond.
What did you...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Isaac has a tendency that we're going to discuss right after this cutscene.
Yeah.
Because I just realized something.
Tell MacArthur to turn on Habitas. Isaac.
Ah, he is the worst.
Isaac is really complicated.
No, he's just an idiot for me. Like, I'm sorry. It's not like he has like a complex mind. It's like, oh, but you're gonna kill them. Okay, I'm gonna kill you to save them. Ah, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I'm at the Panopticon. Is Labos alright?
Oh, we get to hear it again.
A second time.
That's something I really love. To see something that you've seen again, but then from the other side.
Is anyone still on the ship? Come in.
And actually, this is where it all comes together, because we saw Rosa's spot, Guy's spot, and now it's McCarthy and Isaac. So I love, this is the moment where you're like, this is so fucked up, because this is exactly what it's like.
Actually, the details this got through, like having them helmets on and stuff, and even touching the helmet, not the head, for example. I think that's extremely impressive by the team because that we went to deep extents to make sure that comes over in the most confident way that it works. It's extremely cool.
It works. The outline of the helmet looks gorgeous, to be honest, on a hologram.
It's very clear.
So, how's your dad now? Huh? He killed everyone.
Yeah, that makes it so. That's a battle inside you. Like, you don't want to see your dad like that ever.
No. Koen, I know you have to run soon, so let's quickly talk about the Isaac's tendency. What I've realized in Deliver Us the Moon, he goes ahead, like he seems to us as an innocent person who deeply cares about his family and about his daughters, right? But then he didn't hesitate when he stabbed Sarah in Deliver Us the Moon, and all he kept saying is, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Yet there was zero hesitation. And here we see the same behavior all over again. He did not hesitate. All he keeps saying is, "I'm sorry." Sounds like a creepy thing to me. He keeps doing that.
I think that's probably one of the scariest villains you can have, because they're very unpredictable, and it's actually psychotic in a way. This guy is not healthy. It's inhumane, but then he can kind of play you into thinking that he is a dad, and then you're like, okay, so, and that's the I think that's why I like the characters' complexity in that way, because you don't expect it, and you have to you accept him as a sweet dad, but that doesn't match with the stupidity, and that's the weird. I like it. It's dramatic.
Then it kind of makes me scared for the ending.
Yeah, I understand.
Can hear you now. There we go.
We are back.
Welcome back. Oh my god. Koen.
It's Jeremy again. And Jill.
And Koen, what? I see why you had to hit it, because apparently people at KeokeN Interactive have rediscovered technology on how to turn a man into a woman in a course of 5 minutes.
Does everybody still able to hear us now?
I think they should. Yes, I hear you well. People in chat here.
A good stream is a stream with like a crash, so please
it's all
stay
fine.
tuned. It's all part of the plan.
I thought you were gonna say every good stream is a stream with you too.
Yeah, that is also true. All right, jokes aside, Jill, it's good to have you. It's just funny how you're also wearing a black top, same as Koen did. Yes.
Hello everyone, this is the new Koen.
Yes, I crawl out of the crash. And now I rise to the surface.
And I also love how you were there in chat before, and now you're here with us. Good to have you, Jill. Hello.
Good to be here.
Elena, can you share your game with us?
Oh,
again?
yes. Sorry. Totally forgot about that one. Let's go. It delivers Mars on your screen.
Yeah.
Coming right up.
We were like actually talking about the fact that Isaac is a fucking psychopath.
It was Isaac who shut off our internet.
Exactly. And now I'm not sure if this girl wants to see his daddy again.
Yes.
Jill.
Hmm?
What are your
daddy or what?
Of course.
I love this part. Can we talk about how shiny the insides of the ship are? It's kind of amazing. Also, Sophia is in chat, says, "Yes, please, my favorite duo."
Oh yes, of course. But yeah, that's the best life, of course.
Oh god. Please.
What best life?
Just the two of us.
help.
We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Just the two of us.
I'm just gonna let you do your thing.
Elena, blink twice on stream, please, if I should mute them.
all right, we'll do. But I'm just gonna, what can we talk about how people always say that resources are limited and there's like very few, tiny spaces allowed to people for living, and then yet MacArthur got himself the whole suite.
A golden toilet?
Yeah, but I mean, resources are not a problem when you are in command,
But I mean, look at him. He's got his own shower, a very nice toilet with a little rug, even. Then a place to play chess with a nice view.
Exactly.
Plants that made it here. More plants. And then, more plants. Like, this area is crazy. Oh, can we talk about it? This is cool. Because this is the vinyl from the collector's edition of Deliver Us the Moon.
Nice detailed.
Yeah, it looks...
A bit of cognac next to it.
We all notice different things, I guess.
I'm an alcoholic.
This is what's the age rating on Mars?
What's the what?
What's the age rating on Mars?
Yeah, but this is such a cool touch that they've got.
I realized something. In this room, actually, there is a huge mistake.
What?
Oh boy. Are you going to talk about me? Or?
No. Can you go back near the chess?
And back near the chest, okay.
Exactly.
But I'm here.
Oh yes, nice. You can show it. Okay. If I say no mistake, you see the two plants on the window.
Right.
Yes. Hello. Actually, there is a glass in front of the plant. If I say no mistake.
So yeah.
You will not be able to be there.
But maybe it's double glass or something?
Yes, it's double glass, but...
There's a glass in front. Like, right there, you can see it because of the reflections.
Exactly. So I don't know who put those plants here, but that's not right.
It's a good opportunity to clip it and just send it to the team, just Jeremy laughing his ass off.
No, but come on, guys. It's fake plants. Of course, it's plastic plant. They will be dead.
Imagine if that was design of the ship. Like, you kind of take off there from the very beginning. The engineer team, they were like clearly strict.
Exactly. I'm gonna put a plant and you cannot remove it.
I can see MacArthur like Gorilla Glue fake plants on the outside of the ship. That's very him.
Makes it very, very, very evil. Jill, thank you so very much for showing the vinyl, by the way. It looks fantastic and it looks beautiful, and I love the fact that it's so I think there are still a couple of copies that are on sale, so if you would look up Deliver Us the Moon Collector's Edition through the Deliver Us the Moon Publisher Wired Productions. I might be mistaken, I haven't checked in a while, but I think there might still be a couple of copies hanging around, waiting for you to pick them up. What is...
Oh.
Is that his medal?
A medal for what? Being a
tiny bitch.
All right.
Okay, nobody is here.
Please work.
Please authorize outgoing encrypted radio transmission.
Argus, authorize, please. I can't believe it. Moonbear. I can't put into words how much I've missed you. If you're hearing this, you
This is such an interstellar-like moment when you think about it.
The outward colony lost connection to Ark Lardos, our main power source. I'm stationed at Ark Vita, the same ship you saw on the moon when you were little, remember? Encrypted in this radio transmission will be the exact location of Ark Vita. I'll play it now for Ayla to decipher. Just know, Moonbear, I'm still alive. Come find me.
Outgoing transmission failed.
Damn it.
I would need therapy if I was Kathy and I've seen what she has seen.
Oof. Revelation.
Caught red-handed.
More therapy.
I told Claire over and over again that you weren't ready for this. That you wouldn't rise to the occasion. But to keep this from us? We're leaving. Now.
You're one to talk.
Excuse me.
Uh-oh.
I know you only brought me here so that I could pull on my dad's heartstrings so he'd come quietly. So you could lock him up forever.
Yeah, exactly where he belongs. It was that,
or what? Plan B?
What did you do with the weapons?
I got rid of them.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. You have so much potential to help so many people, and you're gonna throw it away for your own goddamn selfish reasons.
Sarah, this isn't the way to do this.
Claire would be so disappointed that you turned out exactly like your father.
They're all toxic.
Yet so weak.
You're the one that brought guns. What is it? Revenge? Your pain brought you here, Sarah, so who's the weak one?
You have no idea what I have been through. I am trying to do what's right. I am trying to save everyone.
By leaving without Arc Vita? Doesn't Earth need it? Or are you just too afraid to face my father without a gun in your hand? I'm going to Arc Vita. I'm going to find my father.
Not in a million years.
Ayla, now.
Sarah?
Oh no!
Kathy!
Ryan is so fed up. Poor man.
Oh, I'm tired of this shit.
He's so done. He just wants to go home and take a nice long nap, you can tell.
But also disappointment, right? I mean, I can imagine that you just trust somebody to do a job and, you know?
That's also very, very true. And we've just talked about how Isaac is a psycho, and you know those things that usually can be inherited on the DNA level. Just putting it out there, you know?
I do just want to point out the music is amazing. Just gorgeous by Sander and Baz. They make a lot of cool stuff. But even during the shoots in London, these scenes were so intense that for some scenes, I think Julia and I constantly had to grab napkins to get tears and, you know, saliva off of the ground and off of our actresses because, you know, the scenes just got so intense.
That scene is definitely coming up later. There's one very particular scene where I think after that we had to grab like half of the bathroom toilet paper.
Because things were getting heated up.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. We're going. We're determined. We're taking this very slow elevator. But we're getting out.
But there is only one elevator, so it's okay. You know,
that is true. And...
Not yet. Soon.
Is there only one rover? Is there just one?
Yeah.
I think so. Alright.
We'll make it through, Ayla.
Meet
Not changing course.
It's kind of dangerous.
But I don't think it will be what you want it to be.
Oh, let's go.
And destruction. We know what they're capable of. We shouldn't. If you want me to say it, I'll say it. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of what you'll find there. Afraid that we'll fail to save Earth. I'm afraid of your father.
Oh, I'm so lost. Oh, we're lost in the storm. Am I going back?
No problem.
You're just as lost as Sarah's emotional state.
For sure.
I mean, Sarah has kind of a reason for it, so...
Yeah. I mean, actually,
That's
I'm
also
joking about it, but this is a very pivotal moment for Sarah as well. Because she was this entire wall, yeah, this huge wall, all this time, of course. And now she's just breaking.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh.
Cathy?
Oh!
Oh shit! 360 no scope! No! I don't
Where
need
am I?
no scope. Where are you, Cathy?
End of the game.
Oh, this was such a gamer moment.
That was a perfect cliffhanger, though, no?
You 360'd so hard that you have a concussion.
I have no idea, I'm so lost still, disoriented. It explains we're probably in a coma, like, seeing all of that.
Is this game entirely played through a coma?
Yeah, that would explain a lot.
Yes. Such a beautiful.
None of this actually happened after the initial crash, you know?
Yeah. Actually, she died inside the
No aliens abducted her.
That would piss off so many people, myself included. If that was like a dream and everything. Alright, I see him.
Wake up. Quick, honey. We are dream.
And so it turns out that Maria is just controlled by aliens and deliberately put people up the spaceship and everything.
My god. This is Love, Death and Robots all over again.
Yeah.
But look at Moon Bear.
Moon Bear's wiggle is so cute. Alright. Let's hide. I'm here, I'm here.
Come on, come here.
I'm here. I'm right there. I made it.
Liz! We found Kathy! Liz!
Look at this boat.
What's happening? What? What? What did I didn't see?
No, it's about what's going to inspire in a few seconds.
Okay.
It was such an intense moment in the room where I and one of the stage coordinators kept blaming each other that we shouldn't cry or be emotional about a scene, and then seconds later I saw him crying. I was like, it was such a thing for him.
Is that actually a prohibit? Is that a rule to read motion capture that nobody is allowed to cry, or was he kind of more like making fun?
Yeah, I was just making fun of
okay.
me. Like,
okay.
Professional. Don't cry. And then seconds later he started crying.
Come on, baby. Get up, Liz. Come on. Liz, the storm's over. Come on now. Get up. Get up. It's time to get... Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why didn't we just move? God, why didn't we just move? No,
Please. Just move. No.
Emotional. Damn it.
Womp womp.
Thank you for joining me for Chapter 8, Deliver Mars. I am looking forward to the next stream. Let's try and bring as many KeokeN team members as possible on. Have a giant group call. Thank you for watching, everyone, and we will see you very, very soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.